Hi everybody, and welcome to the one event per year that we really so get excited about in the world of jewelry, the big Tucson Gem event, where all the finest, most glorious gemstones are to be found, certainly from your favorite designers. And when we talk favorite, Mr. J. King, of course, is at the top of the list. I wanted to highlight a couple things that I think you're gonna love. First of all, royal blue. Oh boy, I've heard it from Jay himself. I was gonna say from the horse's mouth himself, J. King. He has already expressed the value, the prestige of, look at that royal blue, turquoise, Chilean royal blue, as good as it gets. I have it available tonight at $169.98. If you're a turquoise connoisseur, a turquoise collector, this is one that you gotta consider. I also asked the team if we could show this. Tanzanite. The last time Jay and I had a Tanzanite necklace, oh my goodness gracious me, it went wild. Oh, there it is. That is everything that makes your heart beat a little bit faster. Look at the quality of that Tanzanite. If you are a Tanzanite gal and you love the idea of a necklace that allows you to be dripping in it, this is something for you. Quality, quality, quality. Jay will tell us that, and it's so right. We're at $249 only while supplies last. That'll be a sellout, it's gotta be. So good things on the way in these 2 hours. First and foremost though, if you've not yet seen it, when I say turquoise, what's the first kind that springs to mind? Sleeping Beauty, you're in luck. It's our best buy of the day. It's gonna be a really hard choice. I don't know, do you pick the turquoise and apatite, that beautiful blue on blue, or do you go for that real Tucson spirit and flair of the turquoise and orange shell? Oh boy, it's that bolder orange. Whichever you choose, there is an unmistakable quality to Sleeping Beauty. It is that robin's egg blue, that sky blue, that high blue. It's the blue, blue, blue that we just love. $149.98, exclusive, handcrafted, only to be found here at HSN. From a mine that obviously has closed down a long time ago now, Sleeping Beauty, and the value, the rarity, the scarcity has only escalated over time. Mr. J. King has digged into his reserves, and for the first time ever, we have Sleeping Beauty as a today's special from Jay. So we're really over the moon. Just before we dig in, I want to make sure you see these because these are nearly gone. I have other pieces of the puzzle that match back beautifully, including over here a stunning ring. Again, Sleeping Beauty. If you've always wanted a Sleeping Beauty ring, it's $79.95. I have an oval pendant, which I adore. This is something you'll wear day and night. That comes with the necklace and it's $149. And then we do have some of the half hoop earrings left. I'm thrilled that there's any remaining, to be honest with you. Beautiful, classy, sterling silver is what's touching your ear, that precious noble metal, and a collection that will be in your family for generations to come. Well, generational is exactly what Mr. J. King is here at HSN, celebrating a huge anniversary this year and bringing to HSN for 3 decades the most remarkable collectible mine finds. This time around, as we head into that 30th anniversary, Jay wanted to do something really special, something that hadn't been done before. And obviously with this combination, all set beautifully on this cuff, which by the way, is really easy to customize. You can make it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. You have a cuff that would honestly turn heads wherever you go. The first thing you'll notice is the sheer similarity and also the sheer difference between the two. The Sleeping Beauty remains the same. It's the best of the best of the best, but you're choosing either apatite, which I love apatite. You know, we talk about loving blues. Apatite has a personality, the likes of which nothing else has. And as we know over the past 12 months, Spiny Oyster, that orange shell, has been and become a big part of the show. Well, in his natural habitat, in his natural surroundings, our man on the scene, Mr. J. King, is live from Tucson. Jay, sir, it's great to see you. Are you having fun out there?
Yeah, we're having fun. It's the high desert, you know, like the people, you know, people come to Tucson this time of year because, you know, we're on the same latitude as Florida, right? Actually as St. Petersburg. But I got a feeling you're a little warmer than we are today.
Well, you're bundled up there, Jay. You look very cozy.
Well, I got to tell you, I've already written a strongly worded memo to the weatherman, the local weatherman. So, but this just dealing with the high desert. But we got some really cool stuff, and I'm excited to get to work with you.
Oh.
And what you're holding now, if you think about this, that cuff bracelet. Do you know that we came up last year with this at the same time at the Tucson Gem Show?
Oh, really?
We wanted to come back we wanted to come back strong this year to celebrate 30 years of the Mind Find Show, which I'm very grateful for everybody who's followed us and shopped with us over the years and made this all possible. But I have to tell you, this is something, well, as a today's special, this will be the one and only time. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that I would never be able to do this much Sleeping Beauty again. The only reason that we even have this material is the fact that, we've got things stashed. This material I acquired over 30 years ago, the material that you're looking at now. You cannot buy this anywhere. The only people that are showing it are people that are just like me, that they bought it up. They have a reserve stock on it. They have the rough material. I'm at the largest gem and mineral event on planet Earth. And I would be willing to guarantee that there's nobody here selling rough in Sleeping Beauty. They might have finished products. They might have cabochons cut. They might have beads. I think that you would be probably in sticker shock if you see what they're selling it for and what they get for this material. This is an iconic American turquoise, but it's not just America. This is the material that you see in Europe too. I think we've talked about this, that special store in London that everybody hangs out in.
Yep.
You know the one? Well, Sheila, she dragged me up. I think it's the 5th floor, the 4th or 5th floor. I can't remember. She dragged me up because she wanted me to look at this turquoise so that I could tell her if it was real or not. And we went up there, and they had 2 beautiful turquoise necklaces, that deep, clear robin's egg blue. And she said, do you think that that's real? And I said, I guarantee it's real. And it's Sleeping Beauty. And I think that the necklaces were something like 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, that's what they were getting for it. And I mean, actually, that's a good value. But here again, you've got something that was made by hand. And we have some footage later that will show you that we shot of how these are made. These are completely made from scratch by us, by hand, from the raw materials. They're not cast, they're not stamped. All of the apatite, all of the Sleeping Beauty, all of the spiny oyster, all of this is the top grade material in all 3 of these raw materials. The Sleeping Beauty is over the top. This is all the AAA grade material. This was in my private collection where I wasn't really, to be able to do this today's special and to give up this much of my Sleeping Beauty was kind of in a way heartbreaking, because I know when this is gone, there's no way to ever replace it. And even the people that I know that have Sleeping Beauty, that they do have the rough stock, if you took this cuff and multiplied by 5, you might be able to do it. That's the cost of the Sleeping Beauty. The Sleeping Beauty is in this quality is just over the top expensive. They closed the mine. Monty Nichols closed the mine in 2012,
right? And
so there was a huge panic when he closed the mine because there's so many people that actually there's families, whole families, not only here but in Europe, that their entire living was based on Sleeping Beauty turquoise.
Right.
And this is the only material that they worked with. And so when Monty closed the mine, all of a sudden there was this panic And everybody bought. I mean, if you had Sleeping Beauty, they were paying crazy money for the rough.
Yep.
And it went up and up and up. And because it was climbing so quickly, you had something I've never, ever seen in my life happen. And that is, you had people that were commodity brokers that came in and started investing and buying the raw material.
Right.
And so it drove the price up. At one time, the cost of Sleeping Beauty, weight for weight, gram for gram, was the same as gold. Think about
crazy.
that. Turquoise, the same price as gold. And you know, that's the material that is available on the market. But here again, for the prices that they want for it, and that you know, they're charging for it, you couldn't even come close to this cuff at this price. So even when this, another thing that's really interesting, I was thinking about this morning, even this cuff, you know, we've been making this for, it's been in the works for a year.
Yeah.
So the cost of just the raw sterling silver, just the raw material in the sterling silver, has gone up considerably since then. So even the cost of the silver wouldn't make this, you wouldn't be able to create it for this price. Yeah, even though that we're using material, old material, and the only reason that we could do the pricing that we're doing now is because I've had this in stock and what I paid for it back then. We're not gouging, okay? We're not charging. I could actually pop the cabochons in this and probably do pretty good. I mean, you know, that's where you're at on Sleeping Beauty.
So if I could ask our amazing director, Chris, you know, a beautiful shot. On the one in my hand, if we can go as close as is possible on the Sleeping Beauty, I want you to see when we say AAA grade and we say premium quality, we mean the best of the best of the best. For those wondering, is this simulated? No, I know the price might make you think it's simulated. It's real Sleeping Beauty. It seems like it goes against every possibility in this world, and there's some catch, but there is not. Jay King is a very, very unique business and a very unique and wonderful person. And Jay has been, as he will tell you, hoarding this for many, many years, and we are clearing out the hoard. We are moving through some of Jay's Sleeping Beauty, and we are all the beneficiaries of that because we get to get it at a remarkable once-in-a-lifetime price. Jay used that phrase and that struck me. This is once in a lifetime. 2012 is when it stopped. The mine closed. 2012, we're 13 years ago. And here we are in 2025 with a Sleeping Beauty cuff, and Appetite, or the Spiny Oyster, for a price that you'd be happy to see 20 years ago. I mean, it's crazy good. So with that being said, nearly 2,000 have been sold and we are getting limited. So we're looking at, between the two, producer Pat, which is the most limited now between the Spiny Oyster or the Appetite? It is, our producer Pat just said the most limited is the Sleeping Beauty. I know, they're both. I know you are. I love you for that. Our wonderful producer said the Spiny Oyster is the most limited now with fewer than 400 to go around. I mean, the thing is, Jay, it's always been desirable, but you know when you can't get something, all of a sudden it becomes even more desirable and everybody wants it. And we can see that response today.
You know, with and here again with Sleeping Beauty, you're buying a turquoise that is an American icon. Okay, when I say an icon, I always talk about you know, my collection of turquoise. And when you go into my office at my home, or my man cave, either one, but my home has the most impressive sample. I have a whole case, and when it's a whole wall of turquoise. Okay, wow. And it has a specimen, a beautiful specimen of every rough turquoise material that I've been personally involved with. Now, not just a collection, but the turquoises that I've been part of the mine, or that, you know, we've dealt directly with the mine, that we've been with. In that collection, there's 12 of those turquoise out of almost 100 that I consider my top 12 collectibles.
Right.
My top 12 most precious that you'll never pry from my hands. And Sleeping Beauty is right there. That is, the specimen I have of Sleeping Beauty is just absolutely amazing. And it's one of those things, the thing with the turquoise and the turquoises that are on my wall, there's more of those turquoises that are in my collection that are no longer available, that you cannot find anywhere. There is no rough. Even I don't have any rough. The only rough I have is the specimen. That's it. So this isn't a renewable resource. And the thing is if you really like to collect and you like unique and you like unusual and you like the things that are really have a story to them and that are iconic, this is one of, again, this is really truly from us a once in a lifetime deal. Not only having the Sleeping Beauty, but being able to offer it at this really, I don't want to say crazy, but I can't really think of anything else, but it's a crazy price. It's a crazy value.
I'm going to go rogue for just a second. I'm going to ask our amazing team. Producer Pat, can you see if maybe going forward we can adjust this to say Sleeping Beauty in there? Because I want to make sure it should say Sleeping Beauty in there. Because anybody that is coming to HSN and seeing this, there's no way that you would ever imagine this as Sleeping Beauty at $149. It is Sleeping Beauty at this price. It's incredible. And I think it's important because there's turquoise and then the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and that is a huge, huge difference. Okay, I'm excited for you to order. We are down to the final couple of minutes. I hope you wear it in good health and happiness. It is a joyful piece. We have some videos showing the making of this. Again, all done exclusively for you and me here at HSN. The hardest decision is which will you choose. Jay, give us some guidance between the Appetite version or the Spiny Oyster version.
Okay, so here's the thing: the Spiny Oyster and the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. This actually is designed. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it, Lou?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. This is my personal cuff bracelet. All right. So I get so many compliments on this bracelet, even here in Tucson, even where there's a little bit of jewelry on display. Right? People come up and go, "Oh my gosh, I love that cuff. You know, where did you get that cuff?" And so this was inspired by one of my own personal designs. I wear this thing constantly, constantly,
I know you do.
you know, and it's one of what I love about it. It's one of those looks that you will just find that you wear constantly. You'll even forget you have it on your wrist. People will come up to you and go, "Wow, that is really cool. What is that?" And it almost, in this case, you kind of hit the nail on the head, where you say, this turquoise almost looks too good to be true. But it is. And what we're demonstrating right here, actually, this is Brian, and he's showing you in a very, very short time lapse, kind of way of how these are created. When I say these are all hand done, handcrafted, they're not cast, they're not stamped. The key thing here, you have to have silversmiths. If you don't have silversmiths, you can't create this product. There is no way to do this. These are all individually, one at a time. Think about how crazy this is. Because these cabochons in the Spiny, in the Appetite, and in the Sleeping Beauty, they're all hand cut. These aren't machine cut. These are cut by hand. That means that all those bezel cups, that's the silver setting that surrounds the cabochon and the base, those are all custom made. Those aren't bought. Those aren't production where, you bought a certain size cup. You actually, Brian was demonstrating there, you actually make each bezel cup separately. All of the whole cuff design, the basic setting, all of that is made by sterling silver sheet material, which we've pulled into what we call half round, which is the wire. Wire's really probably not the best wording to use for it, but the silver part of that is what we call half round wire. Right. That is all put together. That's all hand drawn, and then all of the material is cut from the natural rough by our artists, by our lapidarists. Every one of those is custom cut. And then they're custom mounted, custom set. The whole thing you're buying, where can you go buy a handmade,
Oh,
handmade from scratch bracelet in these amazing materials? And every one of these is super high grade. There's not anything here that is less than AAA grade, including the spiny, including the apatite, and of course, the Sleeping Beauty. This is the best of the Sleeping Beauty. This is all AAA grade material. It does not get any better than this. It almost looks too good to be true. And one of the big things when people call me, they always send me pictures and they say, I just bought this turquoise bracelet. Is this real? And I said, well, from a picture, it looks a little too good to be true. And I said, usually when it looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. In this case, I guarantee you, it looks too good to be true, and it is true. It is natural Sleeping Beauty, the highest grade ever really that came out of the mine.
We're going to flip our graphics to showcase some of the other matching pieces. If Sleeping Beauty is on your mind and you've wanted to get a ring or some earrings or a beautiful signature necklace and pendant, I do have them available in limited numbers. Obviously, we never have as many of these pieces as we do the actual today's special. So where should we begin? Let's talk about the ring first of all. Let me take this one off here so you can see it. This is our Sleeping Beauty ring. Beautiful oval shape. Notice the setting, which is open. Allows for that more organic look. We're at $79.95. So perfect and so ideal if this is for yourself or somebody you love. It's a ring that they will have forever. You know, in anything that you buy, you can't beat quality. And in the world of jewelry, we love sterling. In the world of gemstones, we love turquoise. And in the world of turquoise, we love Sleeping Beauty. It makes your heart flutter, because that color is what virtually all other turquoise want to be. Everybody wants to find the next big turquoise that has that same distinct character. Sizes 6 through 12 are available. It is our ring, 896-224. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do the pendant next. The pendant has been such a superstar. You get the necklace with it. You've got Jay's signature extender on the back so you can adjust. Look at that shot. Jay, it's like I'm looking up into the sky and there's not a cloud to be seen. It is a perfect heavenly summer's day.
You know what I love about this, and the reason we designed it, of course, you know, we wanted to keep the price points down. This is one of the largest cabochons in Sleeping Beauty that I really could cut. I could cut some larger pieces. I've got larger pieces of Sleeping Beauty, but there's no way that I could make any kind of quantity on them. I mean, it would have to be for a one-piece, one-of-a-kind design. Right. So for Sleeping Beauty turquoise, this is actually a very, very large cabochon. It's one of the bigger ones that we could actually cut. What I love with this, think about this. If you just want to go out for the day, a lot of people just like simplicity, right? They just want that pop of color. They don't want something really kind of maybe over the top. They just want that little added splash of color. Yes. But here again, if you look at this, look at the size of it. You know, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Do you see that on the neckline? Mm-hmm. It's not like it's some little teeny tchotchke piece that you cannot see. It's got a really nice presence to it. And again, here again, you're getting the best of this material. This is, as far as color, as far as clarity, there is no matrix in it whatsoever. Mm. It is all that consistent robin egg blue color. That is what really, that was the higher grade material in Sleeping Beauty. And you know, we talk about, you know, Monty closed the mine in, I believe it was 2012. Right. But he closed the mine because 5 years prior to that, they weren't getting hardly any material out of the mine. So you can only hang on so long, and you're not getting any new material. You're not discovering any new material, and then you eventually just have to kind of give up. And that's what he ended up doing. He had to close it down. So here again, if you want something that is truly one of the finest turquoise ever that have ever been out there on the market. This is one of them. And again, one of the top 12 collectibles that I have in my personal private collection.
I'm excited. It almost still seems surreal. Obviously, we're showing the earrings now. We're talking as if, because we have this beautiful complete collection, like we've got Sleeping Beauty in abundance. And of course, the reality is it's so rare, but the opportunity today is so huge. But Jay is celebrating 30 years on the world's first shopping channel. This is HSN. And we are doing things that have never been done before. We're breaking through these barriers and offering Sleeping Beauty earrings. I mean, the half hoop, they're gorgeous, at $149 and change and on FlexPay. We'll wrap up the earrings, the necklace, and the ring. Obviously, our amazing cuff, today's special. You can still keep shopping online at hsn.com and give us a call on that toll-free number and enjoy it. I mean, it is, I'll repeat what Jay said at the very beginning, once in a lifetime. That's what this opportunity is. I'm just excited. I've never had a Sleeping Beauty Today special either, ever, from any brand. So this is a big moment, and obviously we all get to benefit. Well, talking of anniversaries, it is a big one, and we want to celebrate. We've got surprises. I know Jay loves a good surprise. Well, I hope he's sat down, because this first surprise is our Heavenly Well Lake triple row necklace. We're doing this at an anniversary surprise price of $99 and change. This on HSN was originally $180. We are less than $100 on 3 rows that all come together. Jay, Heavenly Well Lake has had such a wonderful response on HSN. People love it.
You know, what's really so crazy about this is your surprises all the time. I want people to, I think the biggest thing that I want everybody to know is there is absolutely no way to create this necklace from the natural nuggets, the natural rough, in real turquoise and be able to sell it at that price. So I'm not doing this. Even our original price, do you realize how crazy of a deal that was? And the only reason that we can do that kind of thing is because of how our business works. We're truly a niche business. This is a particular turquoise. I would be safe saying that we have an exclusive on this. I don't know of anybody else that got any of the rough. The only rough that was left on this particular deposit was the stuff that we rejected. I mean, it wasn't the grade that we would use. Now, I'm not saying they threw it away. I don't know what they did with it, but this was a very, very small deposit. It came out of a copper mining operation. They didn't find a lot of it. It's not like when you're mining something, you just run into turquoise and it's throughout the whole mine. That would be great if they did that, but that's not how it works. Usually they're, in this case, how this came about is that they're mining for copper. And as they were mining for copper, they ran into this deposit. There was somebody fortunately there that knew what it was, and they were able to put together a quick group. They went in and harvested everything that they could get. They took all of it. We went directly to the mine. We looked at what we call the mine run. The run is where you have all of the turquoise, everything that it got out of there. So then we started the process of sorting and going through it. And we only took what we call the material that really met our standards, right? So we didn't take the whole lot, the whole mine run. What makes this unique and unusual, that these aren't chips. These, if you look at them, every one of these are select materials. So we took Mine Select, and these are the selected. We had all different sizes. But if you go in, oh, that's I usually hate these shots, but that's a beautiful shot. That really says it all right there. Is if you look at those are individual natural nuggets. All we've done to those nuggets is we've done what we call edge grinding, where we smooth off the surface, then we hand polish them, and then they're center drilled, and then all in this case, all strung together. So and what's really unique on this is the quality of the color of this. That really nice crisp blue. There are some blue greens in it, but predominantly that really nice blue material with very, very little matrix in it.
When we do these anniversary surprises, and we do have a few of them scattered around, you gotta pounce. I have 124 of these left before they are sold out. Lowest price ever, 3-row necklace, all real, all genuine. You know, I gotta keep saying that in the next 2 hours because people tune in and they'll think, geez, this is a great lookalike. It's real for that price. So stay in the ordering process. You can scan that QR code, download the HSN mobile app, but make sure you don't miss out. We're celebrating 30 years on HSN. What an achievement. We're gonna take a quick moment out, and on the other side, I wanna introduce you to somebody special, something special, Royal Blue after this.
I am beyond thrilled to partner with a company like HSN. It's a true honor to share my closet. I surround myself with the most talented team possible. Design essential pieces that are stylish yet comfortable. There should never be an expiration date on looking and feeling beautiful. You're going to love this.
Thank you for tuning in. It's here, it's arrived, it's late January, and that can only mean one thing. It's the big Tucson Gem event here on HSN. Mr. J. King is live, our man on the scene in Tucson, bringing us the latest mine finds, and of course, we are still buzzing with the Today's Special. The energy from a Sleeping Beauty Today's Special is obviously something very exclusive, but there is also something to be said about Jay's extraordinary ability to bring in the creme de la creme. And when you talk Sleeping Beauty, you have to have in that conversation Chilean Royal Blue. Could this be the buy of the hour? Quite perhaps, quite possibly. I know a lot of you have pre-ordered that Tanzanite necklace that is coming up later in the hour, which Jay and I are very excited about. But Jay, Chilean Royal Blue, in all of its glory, tell us why this is so exciting.
Well, this turquoise is one of the few mines in 2024 that we were absolutely still able to get rough material. So we didn't get a lot last year, but we got to add it to our stockpile. This is an iconic turquoise in the fact that it's mined high in the Andes Mountains of Chile. It's mined at over 12,000 feet. They only can mine anywhere from 6 to 7 months a year. The rest of the time, the ground is just totally frozen, or it's covered in about 12 feet of snow. So this was something that I really thought long and hard about. This is the second most expensive turquoise that I currently have in stock.
Wow.
I paid more for this. The only turquoise rough material that I paid more for that I currently have in my collection in stock is the Peruvian material. And I think we're gonna have a ring maybe later come up in the Peruvian material.
I'm gonna show
this
it now.
material is super high grade. This is all mine select material. We currently, right now, we pretty much have an exclusive on this material. I don't know if we'll be able to keep that forever, but right now, because we're only taking the high grade material. So I don't know if I can hold on to it forever, but look at the size of this. Think of the weight of this. And I just want to put this in perspective. I pay more for this than I paid for my Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
Now you have to understand, I bought my Sleeping Beauty 30 years ago, right? And I've hoarded it ever since. Right. This is a material that everybody wants. The biggest reason that they don't have the resources to get it or the ability to buy it. We've got a really unique position in on how we do business. And we're working mind direct on this. So we're able to actually not only get the best material, but we're able to get it at least a reasonable price. The reason that we can even come out with this and even sell it at this price is if you look at how this is created. We have a lot of natural flats. These were big natural nuggets that all we did is edge ground them. Even the big ones that we finished, we didn't cut a lot of the rough material off of it, so we didn't lose a lot of weight. And so I wanted to do something big and something bold and something really kind of a design that goes back to my roots. I grew up in northwestern New Mexico. My very first material I ever worked with as a designer, and actually the very first design I made was in turquoise. Turquoise and I go way back. It is my true love of all the gemstones that I work with. And I have a lot of them that are my favorites, but turquoise truly is my love. One of the things that is highly collectible, that has so much history. And to be honest with you, it's quite rare. How turquoise is formed and everything that goes into, that has to be available for turquoise to actually be created is very, very rare. It's a secondary replacement. So that's why you don't even find turquoise all over the world. There's certain continents that don't have any turquoise whatsoever.
Right.
Well, what's happening, though, now is the fact that nothing is coming out of the ground. Nothing. I mean, and when I say nothing, I mean, we usually find 2 to 3 new turquoise deposits in any given year.
Right.
In the last 3 years, the only thing new that we found that is brand new was the Peruvian material, Spruce Mountain, Heavenly Well Lake. And so, that's 3 turquoises in 3 years. We just got some Albanian material, but we really haven't processed it. And, we really haven't done any designs with it. But if you think about it, turquoise, it's not a renewable resource. And it's not anything that I've never seen it this dry. I've seen it before where it slowed down and we weren't getting a lot of rough, and then all of a sudden it opened up. But even all of the mines that we were buying from in China, they're not producing anything. Well, the mines in Mongolia, nothing. Mexico, I've got one mine still producing dribs and drabs, but nothing of any substance. In America, the only operational turquoise mine that is still commercially functioning. Okay, there are people that have small deposits, but the only really commercially functioning is the Kingman mine in Arizona, Marty's mine. That's the only one in America. So if you think about it, turquoise, there's a huge demand and there's very, very little supply. So it's a real honor to be able to do these kinds of looks with this much turquoise and still keep it affordable. Make it to where you can still afford to collect it.
So let's just kind of pause for a second and look what we're showcasing, because this is like the Hall of Fame right now. I'm holding in my hand 3 of the most coveted, exclusive, in-demand and revered turquoises on God's green earth today. And we have them at accessible and attainable prices, which if we were in various boutiques or stores anywhere in the world, you could perhaps potentially be paying thousands of dollars. Let's go through them one by one. The necklace is our Chilean royal blue, the second most expensive turquoise that J. King has in his collection. There is no man on earth who is, I don't believe, who is more knowledgeable than Jay about turquoise. I'm holding a necklace that has a turquoise, the second most expensive in his collection. So we know this is collectible. Peruvian, there's that ring. There's that ring. It's the bypass ring that's coming up. It's the launch. If you want that ring, $119. Peruvian, the most expensive. I have a ring with it in. And then Sleeping Beauty with the Today's Special. Sleeping Beauty Today's Special with Appetite or with Spiny. You get to choose. You could not ask for more. Sleeping Beauty, Peruvian, Royal Blue. This is the Hall of Fame of turquoises, and they are affordable. If you want the necklace, I'm about to fall under 200 left, and that is it. There's no wait list or advanced order. We don't often get to talk about Royal Blue or Peruvian or Sleeping Beauty for that matter. I mean, Jay, I don't mean to harken back to the Today's Special, but in all these shows that I work with you on per year, what, maybe twice a year, we talk about Sleeping Beauty or Royal Blue or Peruvian. This is really rare stuff.
These are rare turquoises, and I want to point out something to everybody too. And here again, not to harp on the Today's Special, but I just want everybody to understand this. When I say you're looking, okay, so look at this. The Chilean Royal Blue is the #2 most expensive turquoise that I currently have in stock in rough. The Peruvian is the most expensive. Now, let me clarify something. The Sleeping Beauty, if I had to buy it today for people that I know that do have this material, that they bought it at crazy prices. Yes. Crazy. Okay, when I say high price, the Sleeping Beauty, if I had to buy that today from the people that have it, it would make the Peruvian and the Chilean Royal Blue look like peanuts, literally like peanuts. The cost of the material would be okay. So I've just told you that the Peruvian material is the most expensive material that I own, right? The Sleeping Beauty at today's prices for that quality would be 5 times that cost. Wow. 5 times. So but the reason that you're not seeing it and the reason I'm not buying that is that there's no way that I could give you the kind of value that I feel that our viewers deserve, right? So I wouldn't do that. So I'm just telling you right now, you're looking at 3 iconic materials. The Chilean Royal Blue, though, is just unbelievable. And if you see the bigger nuggets that we've cut there, that material right there is the most expensive. The nugget flats, because all we did was we took the natural nugget flats and we just edge ground them. We didn't lose any material. That we had to kind of like, in doing the design, we combined everything that we had to work with, and that's why I did this design. That being said, there aren't thousands of these guys. I mean, there were hundreds of them that we were able to produce. That's it. And it's not something could I produce more of them? Probably after we sort more material. But I could never make thousands. I can make a few hundred at best to be able to get this. And then again, our whole thing is not only making an incredible design, but we want to give you the best bang for your buck. We want to make it affordable. We want to make it where you can afford to collect it and really have these high-grade materials, but not pay a fortune.
Well, we have got, obviously, last call on the necklace. I'm thrilled that that's been so well received. This is the time we look for, right? We want the Tucson Gem event. We're looking for the new, the latest, the greatest. We want the history and the heritage, and we want the stories. And Jay is bringing us the stories, the background, the understanding of why what we're buying is truly so special. Thank you for all of your orders. There is the ring, that Peruvian ring. I mean, are we doing this now, Pat? Is that the plan? Yeah, we'll just do it now. It's on its way to selling out. We might as well do it now. It is Peruvian. It is the ring. It's the bypass design. It's a 10 by 10 cushion, and I do love a good cushion. It's a beautiful, soft-edged, but look at the detail. This is, and you can see from the detail, a part of the gallery collection. And the gallery collection is that notch up. It's that step above. It's that next level from Jay's line. This gives you the drama, it gives you the magnificence, and it gives you the glory of Peruvian turquoise. We're down now to 385 available. That's in sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Size 10, 11, 12 are limited, though. So if you do want some of the larger sizes, order sooner rather than later. I mean, Jay, you talk about it as, you know, really your first love in the world of jewelry. It's what you built a business around. I mean, the appeal is there. It's exciting to learn about the different turquoises and where they come from.
Turquoise, it has such a history. And, like I said, I was attracted to it. It was my first raw material that I ever got to work with. I truly love it. But it's the rarity of the material. And this right here, again, in 2023, this was the only turquoise that we found that year. It was the only new turquoise that we were able to obtain. I made a huge purchase. I'm not going to say how much, but it made my hand shake. We wrote the check for that one. Also, when you have this Peruvian material, it's limited. It's not like there's major tonnage of it. Okay, they're not getting a lot of material. It is all super high grade. Believe it or not, there's very little of it that's not this high grade material. The problem with a miner who knows what they have, and when you've got more demand than you have supply, it's very difficult to negotiate a really great price, right? Even though you're writing a really big check, it's really difficult to get the price down. I think that we did amazing. I know that we're in it at a really good value. Here again, though, I paid more for this raw material than I've paid for any other turquoise in my career. The shank on this is all new. You're looking at something, this is a launch for the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. It's a great sterling silver shank. It's all custom made. The only way you can get that is buy it right here on the Mine Find Show. This isn't something that you're going to find anywhere else. This was made by us exclusively just for the show.
And it's a winner, Jay. This is last call. Final orders coming through, on its way to selling out. $119.95. 5 flecks of $23.99. Just, to see it with your own eyes is so important. And with HSN, you are always backed with that 30-day money-back return policy. Just glorious. Okay, I'm going to place you right there. Don't go far. Place you there. Let's move over to this, because I spy with my little eye an abalone shell necklace. Let me whip this right out over here. Guys, this is a glowing example of why we fall in love with abalone. Normal price is $329. We're at $229. I'm going to do something a little bit out of the box, but I do want you to see this. Folks, I'm doing a double anniversary surprise. This stretch bracelet is also available. It is two-sided, so it's reversible. That is down from $149 to $69. I love the necklace, but I'm not gonna fib to you. That bracelet is a crazy giveaway. We'll put the details on the side of the screen as well, but Jay, whichever you choose, maybe you're looking for a necklace or a stretch bracelet, abalone has a very unique personality.
Well, this has a special meaning to me too, because it comes from one of my favorite countries in the world. I always tell people this, if I ever have to leave America and go on the lam, don't look for me in New Zealand, okay? I don't think I'll go to New Zealand, okay?
Never.
The only beef I have about New Zealand is they don't have any more materials. I've only, I tried every which way to go to New Zealand more in my lifetime. I've made every excuse in the world, because I spent a lot of time in Australia. I mean, a lot of time in Australia. I even have an Australian pilot's license, just so you know.
Of course.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time out there. And New Zealand was always, when I hopped over there, I just loved it. I love the country. If you've never been, you have to go. If you like the outdoors, it's just unbelievable. And this is one of those few materials. I did a green jade out of New Zealand, and abalone. Yeah. Those are the only two materials, unfortunately, that we get. They don't have a lot of mineral wealth for gemstones or gem materials. This is a traditional material in New Zealand. And when you see a lot of the native artists and a lot of the locals, they use a lot of abalone in their designs, and they call it paua shell. So it's a beautiful, beautiful material. It has so much life to it, the effervescence, the color. In this necklace, this is brand new. This is a brand new launch. And if you look at the amount of silver contained in this design, that's what you're truly paying for. I mean, this has a massive amount of natural sterling silver in it. And again, every one of them is uniquely different in their own right. There are no two of these that will be identical. They're all one of a kind, individually handcrafted pieces. There's absolutely no two that will be identical.
Here is that bracelet if you are looking for it. It's a stretch bracelet, beautifully faceted as well on the other side. Two looks, that gorgeous midnight black is so wearable. Oh my goodness me. If you would like to order, you know, there's no fear with sizing with this. And I do think, Jay, whenever we do the stretch bracelets, that has got to be a winning selling point. You don't have to fear that it's not going to fit for you. With it being black chalcedony, with it being the abalone, you've got the very subtle, distinct evening look, and then you've got that fabulous va-va-voom in there. Jay, I don't want to play favorites because everything's a great value, but there's no arguing. $69.99. It's on clearance because it's just the final few. The reviews are glowing for this bracelet, and at $69.99, it's hard to ignore.
Now, the only thing they could do here again, so we manufacture this, and we manufacture it from the natural abalone shell and the midnight chalcedony. I mean, from the raw material, the rough. There is no way to possibly make that and actually sell it to you for that price. I just want everybody to aware of that. When they're doing these prices that they're doing like this, it's because they have the last remaining few, and so they can't spend a lot of time marketing it, right? That's why you're getting the price. If you read the reviews on this, everybody loves it. There's nothing not to love. So I want you to consider this. You're making one purchase. Just one purchase is all you're doing, and you're getting two completely different looks.
Yes.
I mean, when I say reversible, it's truly reversible. A lot of designs, and I'm not knocking other designers or designs, but a lot of people say they're reversible. Well, not really. I mean, yeah, you could turn it over, but it's, one side just doesn't look as nice as the other side. In this case, these are two completely different looks, and that goes back to our artists and the ability that we have to handcraft these types of designs. This is also strung on a very special material that's made for the industry. It's called Stretch Magic. And so it's made only for jewelry. It's quite durable. It also has a beautiful memory to it. And so you don't have to worry about this breaking. You don't have to worry about this getting slack or loose. They wear really nicely. And what I love with this is on sizing, one size, I always say one size fits most.
Yeah.
There's always an exception to the rule if you got a really, really thin wrist or maybe a little bit a larger wrist. But even this, I have a very large wrist, and I could put this on, and I've got room. I still have plenty of room. It's not really tight on my wrist. So there's a lot of latitude on this. And if you've got other stretch bracelets or if you've got other bracelets, it's a great design to wear as a stackable type look. And, that's so hot. That's really in right now, is to have stacked not only in neck wear, but on your wrist. I see so many people that are doing that now.
Jay, we're going to do this. The team is setting up, and producer Pat, can we spend our final minutes on that tanzanite necklace? I'm going to show you this really quick so you've seen it, because I did find it in the assortment, and it works back beautiful I mean, it works back beautifully with that bracelet. It's black chalcedony and turquoise in a heart-shaped pendant. If you want that silhouette of a heart, which of course is perfect, this is an ideal selection. $269.95, it's on FlexPay of $53 and change. Brand new and exclusive. And just so you know, the length here is 32 inches, and you do get that 2 3/4 inch extender. Jay, just a minute on this, but this is a really nice, bold look. And again, it really goes back perfectly with the stretch bracelet.
So here again, you got that combination. You know, nothing works better than, you know, one of my favorite combinations, this iridescent midnight black, natural black, with the high clear blue turquoise material. It just complements each other so well. This is brand new, again, brand new, exclusive, all individually handcrafted from scratch, and this has that royal blue turquoise in it. And here again, this is the second most expensive turquoise rough that I currently possess in my inventory. It's a very, very unique turquoise, but it has that high clear blue essence to it, the high clear blue look. Yeah. And also with this design, the pendant actually comes off. So when you buy this, you've got the necklace, so you can wear the necklace by itself, you can wear the pendant by itself, or you can wear them together in a combination. So you have different looks of this, and look at the length on this. That was something I wanted to mention here. Okay, this isn't a regular 18-inch necklace, right? No. So this is really very popular. In fact, my wife right now, she's wearing a lot of this look. Which I really like. It's really in vogue right now. A lot of people are doing this where you're wearing these longer links. And it comes with the finding, sterling silver finding, so that you could, if you even wanted to wrap it as a choker and then have it hang down, you could do that. But this is big enough that you can just pop it over your head. The only reason we put the hook and eye is to give you more ways that you can accessorize with it.
Well, Jay, that moment has arrived. Even though you are miles away from me, I knew what you would say to me if you were here in the green room. And you would say to me, Adam, you need to see that tanzanite necklace. You need to see that quality, because when America sees that quality, it's going to go wild. We saved it till the end. I wish I had 1,000 of them. I mean,
here's the thing.
Go
ahead. Well, you know, this, Adam, here again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but you and I, we had a very similar necklace not too long ago, right? Okay, it set all kinds of records. We blew this out, right? Crazy price for the quality. I mean, just absolutely stunning, crazy price. And I went back and, you know, it was kind of strange because I went back, it blew out so fast. Yep. And I was in Tucson last year, and the same miner, we got together after some serious arm twisting. We were able to bring some of these back, okay? This is brand new, these are cut. But guys, if you're a tanzanite lover and you want tanzanite in your collection, okay, for this grade of tanzanite, this is gem grade tanzanite, to be able to get this tanzanite and even come close to this price, this is ridiculous. It's stupid. Do you know that you couldn't even buy this wholesale? You couldn't touch it. You couldn't touch it wholesale for that price. The only reason we were able to do it, this was one of those deals I put together that, you know, they were willing to do it. I don't know. Here again, this is mine direct. This was this really truly is kind of one of those once in a lifetime deals that you come across that you can do. And I did this last year in Tucson. I've been sitting on this the whole time. He didn't have it all here at the show. I bought what he had, and that's when we made the deal. And then the rest of it, they had in Tanzania, and we were able to acquire the rest of the rough material, the rough beads, and be able to do this. But to be able to get this much tanzanite in this quality, in this size, at that price is unbelievable.
It's on fire, Jay, as you would imagine. Producer Pat, how many now left of our Tanzanite necklace? This is, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is as popular at this moment as anything I have seen in a long time. Everybody recognizes the quality, everybody recognizes the price, and obviously the opportunity.